Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to show you how to make this crocheted cuff bracelet. I'm going to work with a size 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and worsted weight yarn. And I'm going to make a chain that when I hold the beginning and the end together, I can slide my hand through like that. And for me that was 28 stitches. Slip stitch to join your chain, being careful not to twist it. Chain 3. Skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 3. Skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat across the row. I've worked across the row, and if you had an odd number of stitches and you have 3 stitches left here, just make the loop and skip the extra stitches at the end. That one loop might be a bit larger, but that won't matter. So now we have to just get ourselves to the center of this loop. So we're just going to slip stitch into that loop like that, and now we're going to chain 3 and we're going to single crochet in the next loop. Chain 3, single crochet in the next loop. Chain 3, single crochet in the next loop. And I'm going to continue across the row. Okay, I've worked across the row, and when you reach the end of the row, you're going to find that first slip stitch that you made. You're just going to slip stitch to join. And again, you're going to slip stitch into the next loop and chain 3, single crochet in the next loop. Chain 3, single crochet in the next loop. For the remainder of the pattern, you're simply going to continue to work this same pattern for as many rows as you like. Okay, I've finished and I've made 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I want this edge to match this edge. So I'm just going to again slip stitch into the first loop. Then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next loop. Chain 1, single crochet in the next loop. Chain 1, single crochet in the next loop. At the end of the row, slip stitch to join and fasten off. Weave the yarn ends into the finished work. Thread some yarn into a yarn needle, and you'll need more than enough to go around your hand. You'll have to have a little bit of extra. And just start on any one of these loops at one end of the cuff. So I'm just going to start on this loop, and I'm going to take several stitches to secure this yarn like that, and just insert the needle through that first space between the 2 loops. Now I'm just going to pick up a bead. I'm going to use pony beads, but you could use any type of beads that you like. And then I'm just going to pass the needle through the space between those 2 loops. And I'm going to pick up another bead, and again pass the needle through the space, and that will nestle the beads down into those loops. You're going to continue that all across the row. Okay, so I've gone all the way across the row, and I've placed a bead in each one of the loops, and now I've reached the other end. So I'm just going to go back and forth at least 3 times through the stitches, and then cut off that place of yarn. Before I bound off that yarn, I made sure that I could pass the cuff over my hand. Now I've found the center row of my loops, and I'm sewing some black beads across. Finished sewing on the black beads, and there's the finished cuff. And here I've added beads in every row.